Alright, hello YouTube. So I'm back in the aircraft. Hopefully everything is working okay. I got my aircraft set up back after messing around with that 3-screen. I still don't have my camera set up to show my yoke and stuff, but I think it'll be okay. I'm going to what we're going to do, we're going to take off out of Van Horn here in my Cessna 182. Oh, let me see. I gotta get my little deck board up, and let me get it to flight sim mode so I can have that. And it's been a while since I've flown, so I'm a little, I forget what I had set up for my views. Did I have this? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Alright, so let me get the battery going. I'll go ahead and turn on the alternator also. Let me give it some mixture. And let's see if we can start it. Okay, now what I decided I'm going to do, turn on my avionics and beacon light, nav light. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the taxi light now while, let's see, where am I sitting? Where am I? Not sure where I'm at. Huh. All right, let me see. Zoom in. We're about 130. That's about right. That looks fine. We're not having gyro drift. Okay, I'm going to take off from runway 21. Let me see. Oh, I closed that. Let me see if this sky vector, Culberson County, 119,925. I have a thing set to turn on. COM2.
Kilo Victor Hotel November automated weather observation 1400 Zulu. Wind 07 tree at tree. Visibility 10. Sky conditions few clouds at 14,300 feet. Temperature 2 trees C. Dew point 10 C. Altimeter 3014.
3014.
Kilo Victor Hotel November automated weather observation 1400 Zulu. Wind 07 tree at tree.
Huh.
Visibility 10. Sky conditions few clouds at 14,300 feet. Temperature 2 trees C. Dew point 10 C. Altimeter 3014.
Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and off the parking brake, and we're going to take off. I'm going to drive right through this dude, I guess. Duck, dude. Just duck. Wait, why are my rudder pedals not working? Oh no, I didn't plug in my rudder pedals. See what happens? See what happens? Oh, let me plug these in and hope that they just start working. I don't have to reboot. Okay, resume. Hey, look at there, look at there. Okay. No harm, no foul, right? Says the device is ready. Now I'm out here in the weeds though. My plan here is to fly north and see how Flight Sim 2020 models the Blue Origin. You know how it models driving in the grass. Yeah, we're gonna fly out and see how they model Blue Origin. I should probably put this on 122.8, which is the local frequency. Right? It is 122.9. Just in case it injects any traffic. So I'm going to try to fly this VFR. And see if I can't find Blue Origin. I probably should have taken off this direction based on the wind, but it's only 3 knots, so we'll be fine. And this is close enough. Use that left differential braking. Turn on my strobes, landing lights, and let's get rolling here. Okay, let's straighten out here. That engine torque was a little more than I was expecting. Apparently I'm just going to flicker my landing light at people. And let's rotate. Tap the brakes. Is this the outside view? Yeah, let's get that gear up. Okay. We are airborne. So I'm going to turn over here. I'm going to pull some of that some power. Don't know what those big buildings there are. There are no big buildings there. And I'm going to lower the prop RPM a little. You can see that red roof in from a long ways away. Here. So this is the red roof in here. This is a Super 8. That's the Holiday Inn. Holiday Inn. This would be McDonald's. Doesn't look quite that fancy. It's the Hampton down here. Alright. So let me get this beast wrapped around. Head north from the center of town. There's the airport. Lower down here. There we go. There's the road we're looking for. Change this heading bug to straight in front of us. I'm going to turn on the autopilot, altitude hold, and heading hold. So I can talk about scenery and not have to worry about the aircraft so much. This way, right due north. This is Highway 54. And we're coming out of Van Horn. Can't really see the town behind us because my seat's in the way. Go ahead and turn off the landing lights and taxi lights. Those clicks are really loud. Sorry about that. That's because I've got the microphone sitting right above that. Pulling a little bit of the mixture, looking for that peak. I'm watching this gauge over here. There, it started to dip, so I'll add a little bit back. And let's get up higher so we can see. I'm just following this road here off the nose. I can turn a little bit to the right here so maybe we can see it better, but it's going to bend to the left between these mountains over here. So it's going to turn this way. This is the way Shelby drives to work every day when she works. Right now, her and her mom are on their way to El Paso. They're having a little girls' day. Do some shopping. Things that I wasn't particularly wanting to pick up. So I decided I'm going to stay here and I'm going to do a flight. I got to go get water today for the homestead here. And yeah, here we go. Here's our highway. Heading off that way. So I'm going to go ahead and make about a 90-degree turn. Again, I'm just using this heading bug right here, that yellow bug on my direction. Oh, I overshot it. That's okay. It's like someone was passing someone down there on the highway. That highway is one lane each way. Might ought to get the step in there. That might be Greg. That's probably G. Parker. Driving on the wrong side of the road. I don't know what will happen if a car comes the other way. Alright, now this highway is going to turn back to the north. We're going to cut, it's right here actually, right along this ridge line. So I'm going to go a little bit further. And then I'll turn back to the north. It's actually going to cut through here and then go on this side of this hill. This is the way the highway goes. Big old ditch right in here. When we get bad rains, the people out at Blue Origin, they can kind of get stuck out there because that thing will fill up with water, flash flood style. There's that mighty November 452 Bravo Hotel, bouncing around over the mountains. That's a nice looking aircraft right there. That's a nice looking aircraft. So we're holding pretty steady here. Everything's looking good. Got plenty of fuel for this little flight. I did this flight in X-Plane 11. And I don't remember if I even posted it because you got out there and you couldn't really see it. Hey, there's my shadow. Couldn't really see the Blue Origin stuff. Yeah, it's really bouncy over these little mountains here. Go ahead and turn about 20 degrees to the right. Follow this highway. So it is later because Kelly went. I didn't want to be out here flying when she left. So I waited. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. Luckily last night it was not too bad. It's only 78 degrees outside so far. It's supposed to be 95 today. So it's going to warm up. Let's see what this is saying it is. Granted, I'm up in altitude a little bit. This is saying it's about, what's that, 65? 65 degrees. So that's not too far off. 78 here at the house, and I'm not up flying. Okay, so we're going to follow this road. It's going to curve around. And then there will be a road going off to the right. Blue Origin's out here. It could be this out here. Bezos owns the stuff out here on the left. He's got his big ranch out there. We won't be going there. I've never been there. I have been out to Blue Origin a couple times. See if I can't see that road. This might be it here already. Turn a little bit to the right. So I can see here if this is the I'm thinking that's the little gatehouse where you check in and out. So this would be our exit. letting the autopilot do most of the work out here. And we'll go about this direction. Starting to see some buildings. There we go. I don't know how much stuff I'm allowed to talk about what's out here, but these buildings do look like they're in a pretty good rendering of where things are located. I overshot my heading I wanted. I know people that work in there. Okay, this here, let me turn left. Getting a little out of shape. Getting a lot of out of shape. Come on, plane. This over here is the launch pad. Guess I'll have to break out the binocular. Why was that going to like a... Whew. Yeah, that's where the launch tower is. That's not modeled. And this out here is where the boosters come into land. And the capsule, when people ride on it, or the one that people don't ride on, either way, it parachutes down and lands somewhere out here in the desert. Now let's see, whoops, wrong thing. Let's wrap her all the way around 180 degrees. They probably would not like it, someone flying over their facility at this altitude. I'm going to come back a little further than 180. Oh, there's that landing pad. I won't come a little more than 180. I thought I was going to drift way further south. Yeah, I do want to come further left. Not going to get over it completely, but this out here, it's kind of where they do engine testing. Blast the engine out there into the desert and fire them up. We live out here, so we can see. We're kind of here. We can see the plume of smoke and stuff when they do engine tests. Yeah, so that's cool. I guess because of satellite imagery, most of the... Yeah, look at that. There it kind of looks more like a launch pad than it did before. That's where the tower is. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. They did a good job. They did a good job. These are like administration buildings and stuff over here. Looks like a go-kart track here. I don't know what that is. I'm guessing it's not a go-kart track. Should be though, because it looks pretty cool. Alright, let's head a little bit further to the east. This is a nice flight. We're about 26 minutes into the video, so this is pretty cool. Oh, gotta move this cord. I plugged in those rudder pedals, and then the cord ended up going right over the pedals. There, now I don't have to step on the cord. Once I clear this little hill here in front of us, we're going to drop down to, let's see, about 5,000 feet. This autopilot always takes me a while to remember how it works. But yeah, we're kind of in this little valley here between that line of mountains over there and all these mountains over here. Van Horn kind of sits nestled in, which we like. If I can remember how to set this autopilot. Hey, didn't want to do that. Oh look, I'm on the wrong. I should be on 1200 because I'm flying via. I never even turned this on. So the altitude, we want it to be 5,000 feet. We are descending. Pushing this. Yeah, I'm seeing if it's going to go down to 5,000 feet on its own. Clear that hill, so I don't have to worry about that. There's the airport out there. That's one thing I do like with Microsoft, That rotating beacon, I don't know if that's accurate or not, if they have the beacon on during the day, but it is in the sim and it makes it easy to find the airport. So let me see. I have flown over my house out here before. It's kind of tough for me to find it coming from this direction. Oh, heading hold. Get back on that heading hold. Apparently when I hit the heading hold, it reset the bug to right off my nose. So that's interesting. Okay, so this is probably that old factory thing. I don't know what they did there. So our house should be over here somewhere. Level off at 5,000 feet, 5,200 feet. It didn't quite level off at 5,000. Okay, this looks like the beginning of our road, and then it would go over and at an angle and come up over here. Our house should be... Oh, look, here we are. This is probably the Lopez's place down there. They got a lot of buildings. Hey, someone's driving down the road. You can see there's not a whole lot of houses out here. There's one over here. Huh. House over here, house over here. Yeah, I'm kind of lost at this point. For all I know, I don't know what that road's supposed to be. If that, unless that's that one highway, because that's the only paved road that's out here. If that is that, then I'm way out of line here. We might have flown directly over the house. Yeah, that could be Shane's place there. It's hard to tell because it's not exact. Alright. Let's get headed back to the airport. Let's get headed back to the airport. Which is right there. I'm gonna land the opposite way. Because the winds were going the other way. We can tune in that. Let's see what the winds are doing now.
Kilo Victor Hotel November, automated weather observation 1500 Zulu. Wind 023 at 6. Visibility 10.
023.
Few clouds at 14,300 feet. Temperature 25 C, dew point 10 C, altimeter 3010.
this will be fine. We'll just come down here and we'll spin around and we will land on this, well, bounce around too much, this runway here. Is where we're going to land. Runway 03. So I would call the airport. I'm on that 122.9 frequency. I would call them and say, yeah, we are on a right downwind for runway 3, full stop landing, and let's start getting prepared for that. I'm going to add a little bit of mixture. I'm going to pull a little bit of power. We're inside that green arc over here, which means we are okay to put the gear down. So I'm going to turn on my lights and I'm going to go ahead and put the gear down. And I don't think I have, that's one thing I forgot. I need to set up a button for my flaps because I changed things. I don't have that flap lever I had. So I'm going to have to do it this way. You can go one notch of flap no matter how fast you're going, as long as you're in the green arc. Once I get down to this white arc on the speed, then I can go further down. Alright, let's go ahead and make our turn. I'm going to use the autopilot, get us that way so we're close. And now I can go one more notch of flaps. Van Horn traffic, Cessna November 452 Bravo Hotel. We are about 5 miles out on turning base for runway 3. Put the flaps all the way down. Put the flaps all the way down, and I'm going to kill the autopilot. Let's fly this beast. Because I am way out of alignment. Van Horn traffic, November 452 Bravo Hotel is on 3 mile final runway 3, full stop landing. I don't know how far out I am. 4 miles about. Got checking my stuff. I got 3 down and locked. I can see it on my panel. On the thing, it's this green light, means the gear is down. A little bit slow. By a little bit slow, I mean I'm a lot of bit slow. Got a bad glare from the door right where the runway sits. Come over here, just miss these fictitious buildings. Now we're looking all right. bouncy out here. This is I-10 that we're crossing right here. Should be a ton of semi-traffic on that road if it was accurate. Alright, now I can start to see the VASI lights over here. It looks like I'm got white and white just to the left of the runway. So I'm a bit high. Having to rodeo this thing a little bit. Oh shoot, I forgot, but this one I have to do that third-party program to record it, and I did not start it, so there will be no recording of this landing. Sorry about that. That's one convenient thing with X-Plane 11, it just does it. Eat up some runway here because I am pretty high. Just fully off the throttle, and we're still, well, that was a little rougher than I would have liked, but alright, turn off those landing lights and strobes and call Van Horn traffic. November 452 Bravo Hotel is clear of the runway. What's that van doing? Is he supposed to be like a follow me? I'm just going to come right over here. Looks to me like they want me to park the other direction. Let's see. Let me see if that guy's going to marshal me in. Yeah, I don't like how some of these taxi lights and stuff are just out in the middle of nowhere. He is. Look at him. Look at him. Alright, let me set the parking brake. That's funny. Alright, so there you have it. We just did a quick flight from Van Horn Airport out to Blue Origin. Turn off my avionics. And I'm going to go ahead and pull the mixture all the way back to kill the engine. Get our flaps up. And we're back parked at Van Horn. The guy left because I shut down the engine. I can go over here. I can click on this. And I can button up the aircraft. So there we are. There you have it. We are all parked and buttoned up. God, just moving around with the mouse always seems backwards. Alright, thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace!